Welcome to the Clitz conspiracy. Alright, so welcome. Alright, so what have we got on the show this week? Jammer-packed episode for you here. All about corporations in the nation, you know what I'm saying? So, what are we looking at? We're looking at the Illuminati and its corporative control of society. How it's using corporations to control society. How they've got such a firm clutch on corporations. How they use corporations like tentacles of octopus to basically control everything that involves money, basically. And we'll be looking at the different types of corporations, what that entails, and the future, as well as revealing some very, very startling documentation and some very startling, just really shocking stuff that the New World Order, the Illuminati, the occult, whatever the blooming hell you want to call them, what they are doing and what they are planning, it is deadly. Anyway, got some other news. Dr.Dre has been fully accepted into the Illuminati. Finally, his dream has come true. Not only has his dream of being the $1 billion rap man come true, but now, because of all his money, he's finally accepted into the Illuminati. Now I'm pretty sure he's been given countless application forms. I mean, he's probably always down there at their lodges, just, hanging out, kind of like, when people are coming out of the door, on his tiptoes, checking it. Ooh, what's in there? And they're like, nope, close the door, Dr. Dre. You're not allowed to see it. I don't know how they talk though. I was trying to do an American accent right there, but it didn't really come out. Anyway, what else we got in the news? Illuminati set to cull entire population of rabbits. Entire population of the rabbit. They want to cull all rabbits in the world. And the most startling, that in itself is like, oh my god, why? That is terrible. All rabbits, the little furry guys. Why would you want to do that? The most startling thing about this news story is that they want to do it just to do it. There's no reason behind it. Anyway, we'll get more into that later. And what else we got? Oh, and another installment of The Weight of Debate, formerly known as The Debate, and formerly before that known as Debate Mate. So got another debate. Remember to send in your questions, yeah? Bring them in. Send them at me. Tweet me at Clitz Conspiracy. YouTube. I don't know. I put this podcast up on YouTube as well. Podomatic. You can also send me an email. I don't know. Just send it to Don Folasko. I'm not giving out my real email. Illuminati checking up on me. Well, Anyway. So how you been? How you been, listener? How you been? Fantastic. I thought so. You're scared, aren't you? You're scared, listener, to reveal yourself, to reveal your identity to the people. So you allow me to risk my own life to bring you this information. But that's fine. I don't hold it against you. I love doing it. I love serving people. My mum always said when I was younger, she was like, Clitz, you're a gem, Philip. She wouldn't call me by that would be very strange. She would call me Philip. She'd say, Phil, you are a gem. You know why? Because you have a heart of gold. You have a heart of gold and you want to seek truth. And she saw it. When I was young, she saw it. She saw in me a truth seeker. And I thought it. I thought that truth, and bloomin' hell did I thought it out and I'm sorting it out now here live. Well, not live technically. This is recorded. I can do anything with the editing. In fact, I'm probably gonna cut a lot of this out, because you don't actually know. I ramble on for about 5 hours, and I take out the best bits. So if this bit is in, believe it or not, this is one of the best bits of the entire show. So you're getting some gold here, I guess. I don't know. Probably. If you haven't been keeping up, got my YouTube out as well. Got the YouTube out. Been keeping up to date with that. Got, various videos out. Regular Clitz conspiracy stuff. Above that, I've got the CCN News, Clitz Conspiracy News. It's my answer to, the propagandists of the world. The BBCs, the Al Jazeera's, the CNNs. Hence where I got my name from for the show. It's no copyright though, definitely not, because my one has 2 C's, their one has 1 C, theirs has 2 N's, mine has 1 N, so it's definitely not copyright. Yeah, that doesn't make. I mean, a friend of mine the other day was telling me, like, you could get sued for the show that you're putting out on YouTube. I was like, mate, what you on? What you on? Are you a lawyer? I said to him, are you a lawyer? He said no. I said, well then, mind your business. Because I'm not getting sued by the Illuminati. Bugger that. No way. No way. Getting in the corporation today. So, as I said, we're going to be looking at corporations. So, what are corporations? What is a corporation? A corporation, Webster defines, and Mr. Oxford and Cambridge, all 3 of them have decided that corporations is basically like business. This is something I can't really give you like a proper definition because I haven't got the dictionary at hand. But what they basically are, they're like, it's business. It's like companies, corporations. So what is so why are corporations important to the Illuminati? Well, not only does it generate funds, it also, corporations are very good at moving social ideals of a society. They're very good at it. For example, say Nike, they want people to, start liking basketball. They'll put more basketball adverts on television. I don't know, what else they got? Say if you don't, you used to like the old Ronaldo, the Brazilian guy with the funny teeth. Yeah, but the NWO, New World Order, think, you know what, he's a bit of a funny bunny. Well, so, we'll get another football celebrity for you to like. They bring another football celebrity for you, and they put him on a lot of adverts as well. That's how corporations work, you see what I'm saying? They mold your mind subconsciously, so, you do as they want, you're a slave. You're basically a slave. You're worse. No, really, people listening now, you're worse than slaves, alright? You're scum. You're not even you're not slaves. You're mindless, I don't know, like amoeba, what do you call those little, like you're a cell. You're a cell big amoeba, I don't know what you call that. You're nothing. You're what slaves spit at and punch when they're feeling low. They come back from a hard day of slaving and you're there. And your job, you don't even get paid for it. You just get a punch in the face from a slave. That's you. That's you, and that's how the Illuminati treat you. So, I've gone off topic a little bit here. So, basically, the Illuminati, as you know, if you've been listening to any of my other podcasts, you should know this. The Illuminati is deep rooted in society. Very deep roots, going back century. And the way it developed is that they were very insistent that the power just belonged to them. So obviously creating this secret organisation with secret codes, and also, scratching each other's, bottoms and stuff. I forgot the expression, but scratching each other's asses. It meant that, if you scratch my ass, I scratch your ass. It meant that the money circulated within them. So what did this mean? This meant that anyone who had a company, or i.e. corporation, they would only trade with other people in the Illuminati, and this is how they develop their money, keeping it within, their family, as you would say, and developing and growing bigger. So where are we at? So, fast forward years on, to the present day. Now, this lineage of Illuminati characters, they've, sons of sons and daughters of daughters or whatever, they are now the leaders of modern corporations. You got your Coca-Colas, your P&Gs, you got your Debenhams, you got your nearly swore. Whoa, that's for the blooper reel right there. Nearly swore. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nothing, not Kentucky F-word chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken. But sometimes, I do admit, when I have a bit of Kentucky Fried Chicken, I am bleeping and effing and blinding. I have to admit, it is some good fried chicken. Okay? That's a wink right there. You didn't really see that because I gave it a little clicky noise just in case you felt left out. Anyway, so, these are the ones holding the golden ball, or balls, or what a ball, because it's this one, it's the Illuminati. It doesn't. They are the one in control right now. Because a lot of ass scratching, you scratch my ass sort of stuff, a lot of backwards handshakes, and the money just circulates. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment, and I mean, like, I could go through the list. In fact, to hell with that. I'll go through the list of corporations. So, the way it works is that we've got a plethora of corporations. However, the way it works is I'll say there's like about like 7 to 10 major corporations that run everything, and they have millions of subsidiaries, and basically these top companies, their top brass are basically, they're Illuminati generals. They're Illuminati gods, really. They run the world, okay? So you got P&G. What do P&G have? Well, they've got all this, like, Tampax and I don't know, some other random stuff. Then you got Nestle. What Nestle got? They got Kit Kats. Do they do Mars Bar? I think they do Mars Bar. I think they got Skittles as well. And you got then you got Kellogg's. They do Special K, Kellogg's Special K, and Frosties. Then you got Johnson and Johnson. They do anything that, like, when you go to your bathroom, just pick up something in your bathroom, look at the back, probably from Johnson and Johnson. Then you got things like Coca-Cola. Now Coca-Cola, they got their finger in basically every cup of drink. And when Coca-Cola got their finger in your drink, mate, you don't want to drink it. Trust me, because that has centuries of Illuminati sacrificial blood in that cup right there. If you trust me, leave it out in the sun, let it evaporate. Last thing that'll be at the bottom, I shit you not, mate. I shit you not. Some blood of some just sacrificial blood. That's all I'm saying. It's true. I've checked it on the internet. It works. It's disgusting. But Coca-Cola, they're running things. Who else have we got? We got McDonald's, and they have got their finger in everything. And to be honest, the other day I was shocked when I heard this. My local nearly the love of my life has broken my heart. McDonald's, so they've got a finger in basically nearly every fast food chain that you can imagine, from here to flipping Taiwan. They've got a finger inside a bun of every blooming fast food restaurant, and I couldn't believe it. They only bloody went and bought out flipping perfect fried chicken down the road. They only bought out all the perfect fried chicken. So all the perfect fried chickens now, and all the flipping chicken spots and favourite chickens, they're all McDonald's based. And what are they only going to do? They only went and inaugurated all of the top brass of those three companies into the Illuminati. So they're official Illuminati. I can't eat one of those burgers anymore. I can't eat one of those burgers because it makes me sick to death to know that the Illuminati are now controlling them. I mean, I only went there not just because their chicken is cheap as shit and delicious, but I only went there because I was like, McDonald's is the Illuminati haven. I can't be seen in there. Imagine me, Philip Clitz, in a McDonald's. It'll be ridiculous. So, now where do I eat? I've got nowhere to eat. I mean, Tesco, Illuminati. Sainsbury's, Illuminati. Morrison's, Illuminati. Bloody hell. I mean, even Costco, Illuminati. I can't... Where can I go? I can't keep buying food at the corner shop. I'll be running out of money. It's like 60p for a pint of milk. What the blooming hell? I mean, that's ridiculous. But anyway. So all these subsidiaries, they are all Illuminati. The way it works is basically a company, say a big company like Coca-Cola, yeah? Well, let me give you, okay, so for example, Nestle, yeah? They own Cadbury, yeah? So Nestle, as soon as so all the top brass in Nestle, yeah? All the French and German guys, I don't know where they're from, Switzerland or whatever, all of them men, all Illuminati aficionados, when they took over Cadbury, when they were signing a contract with Cadbury, basically Cadbury sold all the members of Cadbury at that time, all the staff, sold their soul to the devil via Nestle, and that was a written contract signed in blood, signed in their own blood plus goats mixed in a mixture of goat's blood as well, and they said that as soon as you sign with us, you're gonna be in the Illuminati, and to be in the Illuminati, you got to go through, the initiations, which of course involve the blood sacrifice and so on and so on and so on. And say for example, time goes on, Cadbury, they're in the Illuminati, yeah. They say for example, Cadbury go off and buy another company, yeah, a little, I don't know, mums and papa's chocolate, fancy chocolate. They will go to mum and pop, and they will make them Illuminati members as well in order to buy them out, and that's how it works, So if you're a subsidiary of one of these companies, then you're definitely in the Illuminati, mate, and there's no two buts about it, because I've seen documentation. The documentation, and it is chilling. It is chilling to the bone, to your spine, to know this. That all these corporations, I mean, mate, name any company. I already told you favourite chicken and chicken spot are Illuminati. I mean, you're listening to this, you're like, no way. But you know how you know? Go into a chicken spot. Go into a perfect fried chicken. Go into one of those. And tell me this. Tell me that when you look up at the menu, try and tell me that you don't see a plethora of triangles or pyramidal shapes. Because they're there, mate. I went to my local favourite chicken, and I counted. I stood there. The man thought I lost my marbles. I was there looking at his menu for around, I don't know, like 45 minutes, looking at every corner of his shop and noticing and counting, just to make sure I counted twice. I counted all of the triangles in there in pyramidal shapes. Try and guess how many I counted. I'm going to tell you. 400. I counted 400. Granted, I also looked, because there's a big mirror on one side of the shop, and the mirror itself is it's all cut up into triangles as well. So I don't know, go figure. But also I counted, so it was two. Okay, admittedly, it was about 200, but still, including the mirror, because it doubles up, it's like 400. I couldn't believe I was like, it's true. It's true. They're already in the Illuminati. I can't help it. It's gone, So, lost my trail of thought a bit there. Oh yeah, so, everyone has a price, Everyone has a price, and, all these companies, they sell their soul. They know what they're doing, Sadly, it's true, they don't have a choice. Once the Illuminati or one big corporation or subsidiary of the big corporation approaches you, then you've got nothing to do. Like I told you last week, with that story. Forgot the fella's name, but with that story came, a lot of truth. There's one way, and it's their way, As soon as they approach you to join the Illuminati, if you reject it, then they'll kill your family, Stone cold, they'll just Steve Austin your family. Tombstone. Boom. Kick to the belly. And your dog. And any other bloody pet you got. Anyway. So, it's grim. It's grim. Now, with the emergence of the internet, obviously, you've got many big companies, many bigger corporations coming out, thanks to the internet, getting a lot of that dosh. So you got, I don't know, you got things like, what have you got? Facebook. You got, what else have you got? What's this going out on? Podomatic? I don't know if you could, are they in the I don't think they're in the Illuminati. I wouldn't be dealing with if they were in the Illuminati, but what else you got? You got Twitter. They're an iffy group, Twitter and YouTube. They're like a bit in the Illuminati, but they're not, they're half done. They're like they're getting there. As soon as they are fully in the Illuminati, trust me, buddy, I'm jumping out, finding another YouTube. There's plenty of them, I'm sure. There's plenty other outlets for me to, do my videos. I'm definitely, as soon as I find out there, as soon as I see some triangles, as soon as I see the main symbol of YouTube turn into a triangle, I'm out of there, buddy. And that goes for Twitter as well. So far it's been square shapes and bird shapes, and I'm fine with that. But some very distressing documentation came out. About June last year, 2015. Some very distressing. Can't even speak at the moment. I'm so distressed by this information. Very distressing. Nearly did it again there. Information came out last year around summer about the New World Order. It was a document that was leaked from the CIA. Some Wally in the CIA leaked this document, and the document basically lists all the NWO corporations and their 10 to 50 to 100-year plan for controlling global commerce. And who signed this document? So you got Facebook, the lead man of Facebook, what's his name? Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. There was one section of the documentation that was all to do with social media and the internet and computing. And there was a lot of chilling stuff. Not all of the document was released, but there was a very specific page where all of these internet folks signed the document. And it was a pledge. And the pledge said, I hereby solemnly swear that I will adhere to all New World Order controlling techniques, and I will use my company to the fullest to make sure that society is controlled by the New World Order. Now this is chilling documentation. This is chilling. And this is leaked documentation, so it's real. They didn't want it to come out. It came out by itself. Well, someone obviously leaked it, but it came out. So, it just goes to show, they know what they're doing. They know how to control people. And through their corporations, through their companies, through scratching bums, they're keeping the money within themselves. And no one's within the shot. You know what I mean? Terrible. So what's this? So what's in store for the future? Well, it's grim. As I said, they got a 50, 100-year plan to tighten their grip even more on, on all sectors, and they're pushing their way slowly, bit by bit. They're slowly pushing their way into the public sectors, and before you know it, they'll have water under control. They'll have electricity under control. They'll have fossil fuels under control. They've already got that, but they'll have everything under control. And once they get hold of the water body, that's it. I mean, we are screwed. Right now, it's fine because, I could just drive out to Brighton and then dip into the sea. They can't stop me. Drink a bit of that sea water. I'm fine, but in 50 years' time, I don't know how they'll do it, but they're very ingenious. That's why I'm buying a house on the coast. And I'm building it right on a ridge. And I'm going to build a fence around my water, so no one can touch my water. No one can touch, not even the sea can take my water away from me. It's my water. So, that's my 50-year plan right there. So, it's all very tense at the moment, because there's a lot of predictions of things to come, and they have no shame, the Illuminati. I mean, I'll give you an example. This came out about 4 or 5 years ago, so it's kind of old news. But basically, what Coca-Cola did is they were trying to push the brand of Coca-Cola out there, and they were doing anything they wanted a few years back. I mean, they've chilled it out a bit, but what they basically did was, there was this popular zoo in Florida. It's a very popular zoo. I don't know what it's called. The Florida Zoo, probably, but anyway, very popular zoo. And they taught about 6 or 7 grown male pandas. They taught them to drink only Coca-Cola. And just, that was it. They would just sit there and drink Coca-Cola to entice people coming to the zoo. Now this was, because of its sheer cruel nature, this is only Illuminati, strategy. It could have been anything else, because, but the most shocking thing was that Coca-Cola actually destroys the insides of pandas' stomachs. The acidic level so high that it ruptures their internal organs and just melts them, like, I don't know, like butter on a hot bloody day. So, all these pandas sadly ended up dying. For what, I tell you? Well, for them, so they could show off drinking bloody Coca-Cola to some tourists in Florida. I don't know what. But it's like, it's terrible, really. Anyway, so yeah, there you have it. Corporations, what are you going to do about them? Illuminati's got everything sorted, got everything on lock. Well done, Illuminati. Think you're smart by doing that. Well done. I don't think you're so clever. Alright. Well, I'm going to take a break. So I'll see you in a moment. All you fun hip kids out there, why don't you listen to this or watch this? You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Clitz conspiracy. Check me out. Why don't you follow me on Twitter, young hip buddy, at Clitz conspiracy with an @ symbol at the beginning, at Clitz conspiracy. Or you can check out my YouTube, Don Folasko channel, DonFolasko TV channel. Check that out. It's real stuff I'm talking about. I've got my Clitz conspiracy show revealing a lot in video form. It's also got CCN News, which is the Clitz conspiracy news, the news behind the news, the news I don't want you to hear, all the Illuminati updates every week. Well, so I've got a blog on Blogger, the Clitz conspiracy blog, coming out every Wednesday. Well, so I got this podcast, but you're listening to this podcast, so you already know about this podcast, you silly sausage. Welcome back. So, what's happened in the news this week with the Illuminati? Well, finally, it's happened. Alright? I was not sure if he was or if he wasn't, but it's finally happened. Turns out, Mr. Dr.Dre has finally, once and for all, been accepted into the Illuminati. That's right. I don't know if he deserves a round of applause. He most likely, in fact I'm 100% sure, he did a blood sacrifice to get in, so one of his mates is probably dead. I suspected it was Nate Dogg at first, but that happened years ago. So he could have done that blood sacrifice and then had to do another because they weren't satisfied, because they were like, you're not really friends with Nate Dogg anymore. He used to do songs with him back in the 90s, but now, I haven't heard you on a song with Nate Dogg in years. So, it could have been that he had to do another one. He did famously sacrifice his brother in the 90s. And that is, it's tragic because he sacrificed him thinking that he was going to be, put into the Illuminati, pave his way in society for sacrificing his brother. But they rejected him. All because he was a bit chubby. And I don't know, to be honest, I think that's a bit shapist, It's a bit, very, if you got the money, really, this is how stupid the Illuminati is. If you got the money, you got the success, you've got the power, you got the fame, why are you not in the Illuminati? I don't know. You did a sacrifice. They didn't even tell him to do a sacrifice. That's how eager he was to get in the Illuminati. He just did it and was like, came up to them and was like, look what I did for you guys. They were like, we didn't tell you to do that. And he was like, well, I did it anyway. I've killed my own brother. Can you let me in? They were like, look, well, usually we'd have to arrest you for orchestrating a conspiracy to kill your own bloody brother. But, I mean, because you tried to do it for us, alright, we'll let it go. But next time, you know, you need to give us some warning or something, or ask us, is it alright? So he did the other time, with Nate Dogg. Alas, he was still too chubby, but this time he did get their consent. But it came to a second vote, second referendum, and he was still too chubby. Come 2013, he's as big as a flipping rhinoceros. He's huge now. He's like a bloody, he's like the Incredible Hulk. Made love with the Incredible Hulk and made another bigger Incredible Hulk. You know, he's disgustingly huge, grotesquely huge, I would say. And well, no, finally, you know, he's made $1 billion. I don't know, selling headphones down market. And what has he done? He's, you know, making music again. So they were like, you know, whatever. They probably couldn't be bothered to fight with him anymore, from what I'm gathering. Just, you know, they were like, alright, bloody hell, just come in. You're in, whatever. Bloody hell, stop getting excited. So he's in. That's another person on my shit list to add. Alright, moving on. Illuminati set to cull entire population of rabbits. Now, I am shocked. Not only is this a very expensive feat to catch every bloody rabbit, especially during hibernation season, but the sheer evil of the project. Evil. This comes after the Illuminati yearly convention in San Diego. And it's a secret convention, obviously, but they hold it in the Hilton every year in San Diego. And yeah, they revealed that they were going to do it to a round of applause. From what I hear, a round of applause greeted this news. And apparently the round of applause quieting down after they said that they would cull all rabbits in the universe. And then the speaker then said, and we're doing it for no reason. And then the place went absolutely apeshit. I mean, that's how evil they are. They really are fascinated by suffering. To make a whole species extinct. For what? For nothing. Just to show off your bloody money and power. God damn it. God damn it. I mean, think of all the children that are going to be missing out on bunnies. Think of all the bloody magicians. All those wannabe magicians with rabbit hat tricks. What are they going to flipping use now? What, a rat? A rat in a hat, yeah? Is that the new one? At least it rhymes, mate. At least it rhymes, but it's not gonna fly. Not a little Jimmy's birthday party. Not a little Katie's bar mitzvah. Not a little Ahmed's Muslim party. It's not gonna fly there, mate. Bring out your little bloody magician hat, and then a rat pops out, biting little kids on the face. Come on, get out of here. You need a rabbit. What are you gonna replace a magician's rabbit with? Nothing. So I don't know. They didn't think that went through. But really, magicians they're the most anti-Illuminati people ever. You know, they are strictly, you know, Penn and Teller, mate. They're really, I've got to tip my hat to Penn and Teller, because they're more Illuminati activists than I will ever be. You know, they stare black magic in the face and they're like, no mate, we're going to do white magic. We're going to do pure white magic, supreme white magic in your face, and we're going to be proud of this supremely white magic. And they do it, and they, you know, they're still surviving, selling out Las Vegas every bloody day. So, I love you, Penn and Teller. Keep doing what you're doing. Sorry about the rabbits. Alright, so moving on, finally. We've got our daily or weekly, because this is the weekly podcast, debating. So on this week, and the name this week, I've given it The Weight of Debate. That's the name I'm going with this week. As I said, it's a name it's a working name. Last week, I can't even remember what the hell I called it last week. What did I call it last week? Debate time. Call it debate time. Didn't like that. I was like, that's kind of pants. And the first name was Debate Mate. Debate mate. So this is The Weight of Debate, formerly known as Debate Time, formerly known as Debate Mate. And this week, again, another one from my mum. It's the only listener we have, so thanks, mum. She writes, doctors, teachers and policemen should be paid as much as footballers. Ooh, interesting. Well, let me read that one out again. Doctors, teachers and policemen should be paid as much as footballers. Agree or disagree? P.S. Your auntie is coming at 7:30. Shit. Your auntie is coming at 7:30. Please do not dress in your pyjamas. God damn it. Well, I really don't care, mum, because I will wear what I like, and I always do. And I don't think she cares anyway, because she's always blindingly drunk when she comes over. So I don't know, what time is it now? 7:15. Got 45 minutes. Gonna have a poop and a shower. Alright. Should doctors and teachers be paid as much as footballers? Well, to be honest, I would like to add magicians to that list as well. Because I think yes, they should be paid as much as footballers. I think, doctors and teachers, they're the unsung heroes of our society, and magicians. And I'll strike off policemen off that list, to be honest, because they're Illuminati puppets, and doctors, because they plug us full of the Illuminati's bloody poison, aka pharmaceutical drugs. So strike off teachers as well from that list, because they are giving out all the propaganda to the students, that they claim to support. So what you're just left with magicians, really. So your question is, should magicians be paid as much as footballers? Yes, they should. Magicians definitely should. Magicians are, in fact, the answer to a brighter new world for us. Against the Illuminati, I would follow a magician right away into the sunset, into war, down the hole. They are truly gifted men with gifted talents, and they've got fighting spirit to be standing up against all these Illuminati bastards. David Blaine Domino. Who else you got? You got that other wizardry guy. God, you got loads of them, but all of them great men. So should magicians be paid as much as footballers? I think this is a very interesting topic, because it's an interesting fact here that there's not one footballer in history who has actually been accepted into the Illuminati. And I'll tell you why. What the Illuminati do is they bring on people who they trust, one, with their secret, and two, with money. Now, why do they pay him so much? Well, one, they pay him because they've got a lot of excess money from sponsorships and all that, selling tickets and all that malarkey. Two, They are by far the dumbest set of workers on the face of the planet. Why is this a big problem? Why is this a big problem? Why is this a big thing? Well, I'll tell you why. Because the Illuminati, are so clever. And I worked this out one time when I was sitting on the toilet for a couple of hours, listening to a footballer rant about footballers' wages. And he was saying some rubbish about we should get paid more, because I need an extension to my house, he said jokingly. They pay them so much money because they know that they're stupid enough to throw it right back into the economy. And that's what they're doing. If they were to pay, for example, if they were to pay you, listener, because I know you're a smart one, listener, listening to me. If they were to pay you, God knows how much for kicking a ball around, just kicking a ball, you get paid, I don't know, 60 million, whatever, gigawatts. You would save that money. You'd go off, you'd invest it or buy a bloody island and then make it a tourist destination, or, use that money. Not spunk it on a hooker every flipping Monday. Do you see where I'm coming with this? They know that if they plug this money into the footballers, that's going to go straight back into the society. Not just into the society in a good way, going to go right back to the Illuminati corporations. We're talking all the, expensive brands that they buy, Louis Vuitton, Dior, whatever the flip, I don't know, JV Sports. When they're buying crap from there, or all their supercars and stuff, they are Illuminati corporations. It goes straight back to them. It's genius. Really, honestly, it's genius. And I got to tip my hat off to I got to tip my hat to the Illuminati, because it took me a while to figure that one out. I have to admit, you nearly had me there, but it is the smartest thing to do, to be paying these imbeciles millions of pounds, because you're just gonna get the money straight back because they're so stupid. Well, that's enough from me. I'm gonna lay off the footballers next week. Give them a chance. What can I say? Alright, hit me up on Twitter, as usual, at Clitz Conspiracy. If you've listened this far, I'm actually quite happy, because it means that I've reached someone with my knowledge. You should really listen this far, because other people's blooming podcasts are like 5 hours long. Alex Jones goes on for, I don't even think he has, I think he's just 24/7. Alex Jones, I'm not sure. I think he's just always talking. So if you can bloody blooming well listen to Alex Jones, you could listen to me. Flip sake. Hit me up on the Twitter, YouTube, you know the deal. Don Folasko TV. That's DonFolasko TV. What have I got? I've got the CCN News. That's the Illuminati news that I put out every week. You got the Clitz Conspiracy Show. You got other videos I put up there. You got a whole lot on there. You got my blog, comes out every Wednesday. Clitz Conspiracy blog comes out on Blogger. And of course you got this podcast, which you should be listening to every day, just to make sure that you didn't miss anything. It's like, one of those paintings from the Renaissance. You see it once, you think you know it, then you look back at it, and then you see a bit more detail. What else well, that's it. Thank you for listening. Remember, stay true, stay strong, and when you think your luck's down, think of the Clitz. So take care and have a good one. Bye.